Square Enix, what are you doing? What's up, guys? Blitz here today, bringing you a Final Fantasy video. I know for a lot of you guys, it feels good to hear that, and myself included. I have been neglecting Final Fantasy for a little bit, but I've been expanding and working on other things, and as a result, we've grown immensely from it, and I'm grateful for each and every single one of you guys that have stuck around and have also transitioned into the multiverses content. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about with Final Fantasy. Don't worry, regularly we will be uploading more Final Fantasy stuff. I found a balance and things will be going good. But we do have some things to talk about when it comes to Final Fantasy 7. I've been getting messages about this nonstop, but First Soldier, Final Fantasy 7, the First Soldier, officially announced yesterday they are ending the service for that game, which means that the game itself will no longer be operational. They put out a tweet saying that they're regretful to announce that they'll be ending service for Final Fantasy 7, the First Soldier at 7 o'clock coordinated Universal Time on January 11, 2023. We'd like to thank you all for the support over the past year. You know, technically, if you look at this, right, it's been 11 months, not necessarily a year. They announced this game came out in November 2021, and in less than a year, they announced that, yeah, we fucked up. This game is, we're gonna end it. We're gonna throw it away. Square Enix has nobody else to blame but their goddamn selves. If you're happy to see Final Fantasy back on the channel, be sure to drop a like on the video. Let's get this video to over 1,000 likes to continue to spread the hype and bring forward back our RPG greatness. And also hit that subscribe button. Only 27% of you guys who watch and love the videos are currently subbed, and we just hit 100,000 subscribers, guys. Continuing to push even further beyond that and trying our best to get to 200,000 and go even further beyond that to maybe one day 1 million subs. But without you guys, we can't do that. So hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I hope you guys enjoy this one. For those that don't know, I was an ambassador for this game. I was one of the biggest content creators for Final Fantasy 7, the First Soldier. When the game was announced, I originally, just like everybody else, memed it and thought it was hilarious. But I wanted to see more. And when the betas came out, I saw the potential and I was sold. They had a very, very great take on the Battle Royale genre. RPG elements that they implemented into the system was absolutely gold. And I personally think this game could have thrived and competed very well with Warzone and Fortnite and many other Battle Royales had they put it on PC and console. I originally thought that with this game being only on mobile, maybe that was an introductory thing and eventually they would expand and move towards that route. For whatever reason, they didn't, and it was pretty stupid if you ask me. I talked with many of the A-team developers on the game and they agreed. They saw a video I put out where I said Fortnite is very successful because it's available on virtually every single platform. There's an avenue to play it on essentially for any gamer. Any console can play it, from mobile to the Switch, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Wherever it is that you prefer to game, you can play Fortnite. And it's a big reason as to why it's successful. Being ambassador for the game, I honestly was proud of it and happy for it because I wanted to help make the game better, help it improve. But they didn't care about that. No. All they cared about was how much I can advertise the game and how many videos I can put out advertising the game. It was ridiculous. They did not care about my input whatsoever. They had a plan and they were greedy about all their stuff, down to the loot boxes. There were some skins that you could just buy outright with money, which we thought was the best way to go about it. However, they decided that some of the really, really nice skins that would cause Final Fantasy fans to just download this game and play it were locked behind loot boxes. Straight up, you would have to roll loot boxes, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars sometimes to unlock one skin. And the big reason for that was because they allowed you to still roll and pick up duplicates, which was fucked up beyond all things. You should not, like, if you're gonna do loot boxes, don't do that, man. Seriously, don't do that. That's the worst thing that you can do besides, you know, using loot boxes. And I thoroughly enjoyed the game, man. Me and my friends, Legions Gaming and Baby Seal, Fishride Cat, we played this game a lot. We had a lot of fun with it. But as time went on, we got to really see the big picture and they did not care whatsoever. No matter how many times I would mention it to the developers, they would just sweep it under the rug and just straight up say Square Enix doesn't care. They don't want to bring it to PC. So much so that when BltzZ came out and said that they're trying to actively put First Soldier on emulator, it would never got a chance to work. The only emulator that was able to get First Soldier to run was Nox Player, and I made a video about that, of me actually playing it on Nox Player, and I had a great time. I enjoyed it. They did have some disconnect and desync issues, but ultimately it was a much better experience than playing it on my phone. And yes, First Soldier tried to compromise and do things like allow controller support and tweak the controllers to work a little bit better with the game, but overall, like, let's be real, the controllers still felt like shit. This game needed to be on a console or PC in order to properly thrive, and I personally think that it still can. Who knows? Maybe this whole entire announcement is a big marketing thing for them to sort of get the game trending and maybe get videos like what I'm making right now to push Square Enix in the direction to, you know, maybe they should capitalize on this and put it on other platforms and see how well it would do. Personally, I would come back and play it. I've said that before. Before I left ambassadorship, I straight up said I would come back to this game if they brought it on PC or if they put it on console. But it seems like at the very end, when they exhausted all resources, ran out of all the options, they still won't do that. They even said that they are going to still continue to put out content for the game. There's still going to be seasons. There's still going to be new skins and stuff coming out. They're just trying to get every single dollar out of every single player that still will play this game to spend money on it. And that's honestly shitty, in my opinion. They don't care. I wish they cared, but they don't care. I made a tweet responding to them saying that, you know, if you release this on PC, it would help it surge and reach peaks that it never could before. I don't know why you let such a good thing crash and burn, going to waste. It's a shame. A lot of players seem to like that and agree, and I got lots of replies for that too. I was reading through some of these. Shout out to Slayer. He had a really good you snooze, you lose. Listen to your fans next time, when the majority of them are screaming for your mobile games to be put on console and PC. Really glad I didn't spend any money on in-game cosmetics. He's absolutely right, man. It's been non-stop since the game was first announced. Players wanted this on PC. We've been overwhelmingly transparent as to what we want from this game and what would cause a large amount of us to actually play it, and they did not care. I've been looking through these tweets and I can't find it, but I did see some of the current ambassadors for the First Soldier straight up saying that this just blindsided them. A lot of them were given stuff to put out content and told to just upload content like normally, and then they're slapped in the face with this, like, whoa, what? And this just came out of nowhere to them. So there's absolutely no transparency about this whatsoever still going on inside of that shitty Discord of theirs. And I feel bad, man. There's a lot of people reaching out to me saying, is there anything that I can do about this? And all I have to say about that is I tried. I tried many times. I tried speaking directly with A-Team, and like talking to them directly did not crack through their seal. So I decided to make videos on them since they seem to care so much about the videos, and that did not do shit. I did see this coming though once we started to see nothing but bots in our lobbies for the first like 20 minutes of each game. It was ridiculous. When you think about it, it's kind of crazy to think that Final Fantasy VII First Soldier and Ever Crisis were both announced on the same day back in what, February 2021. Ever Crisis still has yet to come out with their beta that they've been talking about nonstop, and Final Fantasy VII First Soldier came out and went before that even dropped. I hope that First Soldier ending the way that it did doesn't deter and make them want to cancel Ever Crisis. I think Ever Crisis is going to do infinitely better than the First Soldier because, for one thing, it actually speaks to your targeted audience. A lot of people like Final Fantasy VII, go figure, and some people did not like the remake that came out. However, with Ever Crisis, I've been getting comments nonstop whenever I show people like the Ever Crisis footage and the trailers and stuff. People are loving what they see. They're like, holy crap, what is this Final Fantasy game with the little chibi models? This looks amazing. This is everything I wanted Remake to be. People like that stuff and they want to see more of it. So please, Square Enix or whoever, if you're seeing this, do not think about throwing away or canceling Ever Crisis. I think it still will do well, even though it will be only on mobile platforms. Just make sure that emulator support is there for it, because if there's no emulator support on a gacha mobile game that doesn't have any competitive nature to it, this company is completely tone deaf, guys. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to Ever Crisis. We got Crisis Core Reunion on the way soon. I'm really excited to play that and I hope you guys will be as well. And we got lots of other Final Fantasy stuff coming to the channel that we have to talk about. And I'm thinking about doing a stream and finishing up our Final Fantasy IX playthrough so we can start Final Fantasy X. I know it's been ages, right? Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. More Final Fantasy news is on the way and you don't want to miss it. My name is BltzZ and thanks for watching.